Right now we back with us greater. This is Iman.
Janelle.
Classic Santi.
Lil got him.
And this time we're about to talk about preferences. So I'm kind of gonna make this collective. Like, guys, who do y'all really prefer in who you date? Like, what do you guys look for? Like, for example, for me, um, how can I start this one off? I kind of like a woman with a personality. Like, she, put it like this: if I were to choose between submissive and aggressive, contrary to popular belief, I'm probably gonna pick aggressive in a sense. Like, that fiery attitude is something I enjoy being around. Like someone that's like definitely gonna speak versus reserve. You know what I mean? Like a reserved woman is always gonna be fine by me. Don't get me twisted. But if I can at least exchange like personality with you in the sense like, I can express myself with you and you can express yourself with me, then I'm like hell yeah we vibing. Then it's like if she's already got the energy right up front, I'm like oh shit, what you doing tomorrow type shit.
No, I feel it. I like what you said. I mean, I think I'm kind of in the same direction because I ain't got no type. Nah, I'm joking, but but no, I feel like that. Like I feel like for me personally, I'm looking at every woman I date differently. Like I'm looking for you. Like who are you? And it's like, cause there's no telling. Like you might, like in one sense, I might be more attracted to the more reserved. In another sense, it might be the more aggressive. But it's just like it depends on like how how we connect and how we, that's what it really comes down to me, that connection. Like 'cause I can connect with different types or whatever. So it just comes down to like our different personalities compatible, because I want you to be you at all times. I don't want you to feel like you have to be any type of way just because you're dating me, like ever, because that's like the strong dislike. Because if I feel like you're not being genuine, then it's like it's not, I don't feel like it's real, and I can't get down with that. It's not gonna last. But shoot, the things that I need every woman I date to have are hygiene, hygiene, and hygiene. That's what I care about. Cause like I don't know, if your breath bad, I won't lie, I might just not text you the next day, like or, just cause I won't even tell you. I just might I might ghost you because it's like I don't feel like I know that's kind of mean, but I don't feel like I should be the one to tell you that all the time. But maybe I should. Maybe that's something I could work on. Y'all can let me know in the comments if y'all think I should. But me personally, that's hygiene is a big thing. Someone who can stimulate me mentally. I like women that can stimulate mentally because like that's the thing. I'm trying to grow out here. That's my big thing. Like I'm trying to be the best version of myself. Like that's what I pray for every day. And it's like I can't be around somebody that's pulling me in the opposite direction. Cause it's like that's what I feel like that's like my purpose or whatever. Like that's how you grow. And like those are my main things really. After that, like it's just like figuring out if who you are is compatible with me. And like I told y'all how I feel about that. Whether that's submissive or aggressive, don't really matter. Honestly, it's just as long as you being you, then we gonna see. It's like it's just that's just I leave some things to be open ended. So tell us about your type, Lil.
My type. I just like super sweet girly girls. Somebody who enjoy art. Somebody who can laugh with me. And that's just my type, man. I know everybody got some sauce that the other person ain't got, because that's how we were made out here. We celebrate each other's differences when we hang out with each other. So, it's different until you ready to commit and be a adult, as they say. I guess that's what they, tell us to do. You supposed to be with one person at when it's all said and done, but I don't know, man. That's different when you talking about celebrating the differences in people. But you look up and you handling so much business, you don't want to keep reintroducing because I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of doing that, and you find yourself sticking with some so you don't have to go through that experience of those phases again. But that's my type. I like super girly, just enjoy the man that I am, man that I'm gonna be, and we lit daily.
Okay, okay. Last but not least.
Oh, my type, like that I'm attracted to is the adventurous type and the ones who are motivated. I feel like those two in itself, like they inspire me, and like if you can inspire me to like want to like branch out and then like experience those things, like experience like being adventurous with you and stuff like that, helping me to grow, like just love it, like teaching me new things and stuff like that. And if I could teach you, I mean, like that's like something that like I flock to. You know what I mean? I take back to like a guy that I recently dated. Um, he's a he's an Aries, and he's more outgoing. He has this outgoing personality, and he he's very motivated in his career path and stuff like that. And like just watching him, how he stays focused and like how he wants to travel and do all these great things like like out in the world and stuff like that. Like it like stirs up something in me to where I'm like, okay, I mean, you know, he's right. Like, you know, like we young, like we might as well like go out there and experience new things. You know what I mean? Like what am I doing with myself? You know what I mean? It causes me to look at myself. So it's things like that. Like I mean, like I don't know.
That's what's up.
No, that's good. I like that, Janelle, for sure. Yeah.
I got a question actually, low key. Once you brought up Aries, fellas, ladies, zodiac signs. Best
Horoscope, man. Yeah, that's me. No, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm looking for y'all answers actually.
So,
Like-
what about horoscopes again?
Like, do y'all have preferences on zodiac?
Preference on Zodiac. Ooh,
I
yeah.
got an answer for that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my man.
Hell no. I love that it makes sense and all that, but I ain't never been like, ooh, you would book it, did you dig it? Nah, I liked you way before them. I got you. I got your attention. We gonna go from here. If you buying this program, come on. If you ain't, it was nice meeting you, but I ain't never been on no. Ooh, you would,
right.
yeah. And I did that because I know bro can do the effects. You feel me? He gonna make my head be right there like, yeah. So, Santi, do you feel a certain way when you feel that she a certain zodiac sign?
Honestly, no. I don't look for it. It's like I actually it threw me off. Like one time, this girl asked me what my sign was before she gave me her number. She was like, "Wait, hold up, what sign are you?" I was like, Capricorn. She was like, "Wait, hold up, I don't think we're compatible. Let me check my phone." I was like, bro, it ain't that deep. I don't even want the number no more. It's like, cause it's too calculated. Like I don't try and calculate my relationships like that. It's just like we gonna go out and we gonna see if we work. Shoot, we gonna find out what the zodiac sign not gonna tell us. Like maybe what if we that one in the constellation? I don't know, but nah, it's like I feel like if you're trying to use that and you're trying to calculate your life too much. And it's like me personally, I look for that adventure. Like, shoot, I'm looking to date and see, like, I'm looking to see you as a person. I'm not looking at you as a star or a horse or a fish goat or a thing with antlers. You're saying I'm looking at you exactly. I'm looking at you like a human that has something to teach me. Like, even if we don't go the distance or whatever, like, I might learn something from the relationship or whatever. I'm not just out here just looking to, okay, all right, I gotta find the one. No, I'm just living my life, and as I encounter people and we have the same interests, we go and see if it works. If it don't, it don't. Like it's just like you gotta live your life. That's what it comes down to.
I mean, like I don't look at zodiac signs or anything like that, but I know like that me in particular, like I wouldn't. I don't know about dating my own sign because like I know how I.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
Ooh.
So I know how we are and like how especially like the women and like sometimes the men is like that. Like they get clingy, they like over the top, you know what I mean? Like and like I had there was another guy that like I had like I was talking to and stuff like that, and he's actually a Pisces. And it was like I like morning text. I like consistency in text. But when you over the top with it, it's like, okay.
Good morning, my beautiful queen.
Now that's deep. She said,
How amazing was your day?
But she don't like it overly done. How do you overly do consistency? Hold on, just one existence, and I want y'all to take this to the grave because you getting real game straight from the source.
When you're like just back to back to back texting, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like good morning, like, all right, cool, good morning. But then when you're like, what are you doing today? Okay, like how is this? Like blah 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 blah. And it's like, whoa, like okay, chill out. Like don't like text me back to back to back because then you're gonna end up scaring us away. And it's like, okay, I don't want nothing to do with you now. Now I'm gonna ghost you because like you're a little too clingy, a little too forward, and it's like, okay, I just met you, chill out.
Yeah, I like that. It's like, so people don't really talk about that. Like, that's something, like, because I feel like, I don't know, like, sometimes guys get too caught up in, like, trying to appease the woman. Like, sometimes the best way to appease a woman is by giving her a little bit of space, letting her breathe, because we all humans, like, past the gender, like, we got a lot of the same feelings. Like, sometimes you want to just be with yourself, so why wouldn't she want that? Or, like, it's just, like, people got to take that into consideration. But I like that, especially coming from beautiful women as yourself. Like, now you telling the guys, no, pay attention, this free game right here. You ain't getting this on no other podcast, man.
It's like, yeah, like text your girl, but like don't, like I said, don't do it over the top, like as though you're like you on her case 24/7. Like we don't like that.
And some
you're not a parole officer,
right? And some cat out there may say. They may say something like, well, I wasn't doing nothing and she wouldn't text me back. That's why it was 4 bubbles before she could respond. But the response to that is, in all actuality, somebody going to be pulling. Either the woman going to be pulling or the man going to be pulling. So at that point, you got to see, all right, since I'm in the direction to be pulling right now, let me say whatever I need to say and just make it something that's enjoyable. All right, y'all. Us greater. Check this out. Do people think that it's okay to use their partner for personal gain without having any interest in the person? You know, like getting money here and there from them and, you know, just going out and stuff. Reading this question, I see the part that it says without having any interest in the person. That's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. But if I'm rocking with you, you gonna live how I live. I'm always eating what I want, always spending money. You know, you just a part of the experience. You gonna live this life with me. That's what I do. So if you around me, I'm appreciating you being around me, and you gonna experience what happens in my life. What you think about stuff like that?
Kind of like how you said, like it's not cool at all. And I just pretty much agree with everything you kind of said. Just it not being cool, and if you know we're dating, then you know what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. It should be an even exchange. Like being you should not even be in the category of you know dating somebody that you have interest in. So yeah.
I mean, like, to me, like, personally, I just, like, I wouldn't use anybody for personal gain, like, for my own benefit, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not dating you, and if we're not having, like, if we're not working on growing together and stuff like that, like, why am I, like, asking you for money? Why am I asking, you for certain things just to, like, so that I can benefit from it? That's wrong. Like, to me, that's wrong. Like, you know what I mean? It's, like, why take from that person? And you know, like, you wouldn't want somebody to take from you in that sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's just, it's low to me. It's a low move. So, that's how I feel.
Well, y'all kind of pretty much put nail on the head. I figure it goes without saying. Like, of course, a relationship is not a one-way street. But I guess the only way I can really, like, add anything different to that is, like, that's where, like, cheating comes from, or that's where gold digging comes from. Like, it's because you're in a relationship with somebody, but you only want one thing from them. You don't plan on giving anything back to them. I'm gonna add this. That's why I say you really gotta understand who you're dating, because it's like you gotta understand like how much they pulling out of you and like how much you're actually getting back in return. I mean, I know it sound kind of, it might sound like we treating love like a business in a sense, right? But at the same time, I mean, you putting your all into it, but they just keep taking more and more from you, and they're still not satisfied. It's like you might have to sit down and think: are you just not giving enough, or if they're actually parasitic? Like the point I'm trying to make is, y'all don't be goofy. Like don't be sitting here splurging on somebody you just met at the club like 2 days ago. Don't like if you met her in the club, she might not be your wife. If you meet her at the gym and y'all just so happen to be saying Snapchat, calm down. She's just trying to work out, bro. If you're trying to pass 40 balls, like, thinking something's about to happen, she's probably just going to spend it on drink and walk away, dude. Like, relax. My point is, like, understand that any relationship must be a two-way street. And you got to be able to care enough about yourself to respectfully ask for some, or yeah, basically ask for something in return. Simple. If that makes sense. But what y'all think?
I mean, like I said earlier, like people who use their partner for like their own beneficial gain, I feel like that's a low move. You know what I mean? Like it's wrong, like all around. I mean, like if your partner wants to contribute something to you, you know, give you like some money here and there, or buy you expensive things or whatever. I'm not saying like he gotta buy you a Birkin bag or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if he decides to do nice things for you, like, I mean, don't take it to the sense like, oh, okay, I'm expecting this from my man, or I'm like just because he did this. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, don't take advantage of him. Period. I mean, because then you're basically breaking that man down. You're breaking your partner down. That's how I view it.
We just want to wish an early happy birthday. Let's give it up real quick. Everybody in the room, let's just clap it up real quick.
Felicidades.
Here we go. We're going to do the Black History Month. We got it.
What you talking about?
Leo, hit the happy birthday up. Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Y'all a trip.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't sing this version.
Oh no, I got you.
Mine go like.
We're gonna play the music. We're gonna play
mine
the music.
Mine go like. Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janelle. Happy birthday to you tomorrow.
Nice.
You feel me?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
Most definitely. We celebrate all our guests here. Shout out to everybody that participated in the show today. Closing out, I wanted to answer that day just about when you able to help somebody. One of my best relationships, guess what? She could help me so much. Money and staying and just, it was a whole, but it teach you about life and ties and meeting people that you didn't know when you was first born. Like these people outside of your family, now y'all got a whole connection. Now y'all got a whole, it's deep. It get deep.
Show me how you write down stoppers. In the back of the party getting sloppy. Bad bitch, out the money. Bad bitch, don't stop. Don't stop. Pop, I'm super hot. She super sucking me the mud. I need all her friends. I need the whole team.
I apologize. apologize for how the truth made you cry. Hey, I apologize for how the truth. Lot that's hanging in the balance. Swear these hoes is not a challenge. Meditation got me balanced. All them perkies got you damaged. Flip a table like a gymnast. Flip a table like I'm Jesus, cause you trippin' like you Judas. All day I've been the coolest, all night I've been the hottest. Modest, in spite all my other options. Looking like a locksmith, all I do is open doors. Might wanna hit the floor, wait on boys popping off. And there's no top, just to top it off. Hey, I apologize for how the truth made you cry. Hey, I apologize for how the truth made you cry. You a painkiller for the truth. You about to swallow cause I know it's gon' hurt. Talking to myself like a monologue. Only way, get some good conversation. Through the pussy at me, told me keep it to herself. I got better things to do. I need higher vibrations, not higher medication. Tripping all the time, but it's not a vacation. Not working for your soul, man, just get an occupation. Hey, I apologize for how the truth made you cry. Hey, I apologize for how the truth made you optimism, not quite as useful when you dealing with these demons and these devils and these dresses like it's prom. Gotta turn the songs when these niggas out of palm. Peace, this always calm. Hope you ready for the storm. Keep the dialogue shut like the lawn. Alcohol consumption down while my stock is going up. Eyes closed like a monk while my stock is going up. Hey, I apologize for how the truth